first round breakdown of Wimbledon. Tiafoe match got suspended, as well as Caballi's one more match. I'm not too sure of the two players, but basically how Wimbledon works, the outdoor courts, because the neighborhood, once it gets too late, they cut the lights or they cut the matches and they start back tomorrow. But a few things that I'm really liking about this is the both the men and women matches were pretty good. I think we have to start with Serena Williams. Maya Joint, I never gave who I thought would win. That's because I knew Maya Joint was a beast. Everybody talked about the last 11 matches, but you know, if you are a young player, your goal is to win at the majors, right? So, and her game is going to get better when even the hard court season comes. I believe last year's U.S. Open, I stated that Maya Joint was going to be the least or have the highest or the lowest ranking and could possibly win the U.S. Open. So I'm going to stop at 44. Maya Joint is the lowest seed that has an opportunity to win the U.S. Open. Her to have Serena come back and win that match, and then Serena had a couple times in that third set that I thought she was going to pull away early, or had a couple points she could have had in those first 2 or 3 games that Maya Joint was able to come back from and turn out victorious. That's a great match for her, being a young player, having that type of crowd. I don't think anybody has had that type of crowd, right? Like, nobody has had that type of crowd. We're talking about packed. Maybe, you know, Alex Yala from the Philippines. But outside of that, I mean, you see some major championships, finals not that packed. We can kind of stay on this side. Some of the great players, Paolini, Jasmine, great matchup versus Robin Montgomery. Robin Montgomery showed up, and this matchup is going to be good for both of them. Robin needed this match to prove that she belonged. Of course, she won the 250, but winning the 250 is not the same as beating a top 10 player like Jasmine Paolini. On the other hand, Jasmine got down, went down 6-0. It was a slaughterhouse. But the great players know, hey, the competition is going to fluctuate, or the level of play is going to fluctuate. And, you know, Robin was on fire. I think she was 100% on her serves on the first one. I think she might have had one double fault, and it was just everything was rolling for her in that first set. And second set wasn't bad. It just wasn't at the highest levels as the second. And even the third, I mean, I thought there were points where even though she had in her racket, she could have finished it. Robin could have. But, you know, she fought back as well. And there were many points in which, you know, I think there was one, I'm not sure what serve it was. It might have been either the 8th or 9th game, but it was like a 10-minute match where there were maybe, 7 or 8 deuce points. So big ups to both of them. Women's side, Paula Badosa versus Emma Navarro. I said that was going to be a match of the day. It didn't disappoint. On the women's side, was the match of the day? I don't know. It was close, though, right? Like, Emma went down. I believe she went down 2-5 and came back and was able to take out Badosa. That might be a little bit of fatigue on her end, but also Emma's a dog, man. Emma has that fight in her. She was the first player that I knew that of this younger generation that quoted that, survive. I'll get that quote later. But what else? Anybody else on the women's side I really want to talk about? Oh, Sakari beating Claire Towson. That's a big win for her. I didn't have her winning that one. Sakari, big ups to you. Oh, and our girl, Taylor Townsend versus Swiatek, right? Iga did a great job of fighting through the game that I knew Taylor had to bring. She had to muddy up the waters. She had to attack. She was attacking in that first set. One game, she attacked the net at like love 40. You don't attack the net at love 40, right? Like, I mean, yeah, you should have attacked the net early. I said, but, you know, you don't waste your legs on a love 40 game. If you get an ace or two here, then maybe you try to change up the point. But in that second set, she was attacking. There was a point in the, I want to say the last set, or it might have been the second set, but she served out her hand. She used it so well. I'm going to try to find that footage and maybe do a breakdown of Taylor's game and how she can be a top 25 player if she plays this way, because so many players don't mix it up. So many women, you could just tell, like, Iga was afraid of, when she would approach the net. Now, only problem when you do approach the net, you have to understand you're going to get beat. The person's probably going to have multiple winners, but that's okay. Men's side, I got to start with Stan, man. Stan Wawrinka versus Berrettini. Berrettini is a dog. I mean, they both are, at one point were top 10 players. I'm going to say I was proud to see Stan. Stan is one of those players that you just want to see him stay around, because at the challenger level, I could tell which players were good or not based on Stan being at that challenger level. Same with the commentator. Oh my goodness, what's our commentator name? Tall guy. Chris. Anyway, let's move on. Michael Singh, right? Michael. All you heard in college during that, it was a challenger match, I believe, in which he faced Rafael Hodar. He won that match. But all you heard was, oh, he's not as strong. He needs to gain more power. And I'm looking at the match like, bro, this kid Michael Singh is amazing. But I did notice his anticipation, right? Anticipation for the next shot, understanding where the ball would go, strategy-wise, was way better than Rafael Hodar's at the time. But I didn't see any lack of strength. I mean, he was loading up. And today he had 21 aces. Now, I'm not saying that his opponent doesn't get aced. His opponent got aced like 40-something times at one time, I think, in U.S. Open last year. It might have been a Wimbledon last year. But since then, Michael has the most aces against this guy in the last year, right? Besides that one match. So big ups to Michael on that one. Yeah, man, the boogeyman might be coming. Who else? Joker did his thing. Shelton upset. The kid, the Finnish kid, baller. Shelton didn't play bad, right? Like, this kid is having one of those what's Royer's cousin name? They both went to A&M, I believe. China, he had that crazy run in Beijing. And he had one of those type of, like, the light bulb went off. A lot of times these top players, man, when the light bulb goes off, they go from a top 150 player to a top 30, right? Like, it happens quickly. And I liked how my guy played. Like, he was one of my favorites to win. Did I pick him? Thankfully, I didn't, because I know y'all would be all in the, oh, Ben Shelton didn't win. Keep in mind, I told y'all, Ben Shelton come 2027, 2028. Oh, it's he. So I'm glad he's getting his losses. I'm glad he's getting these tough matches and getting these tough matches early against young guys, because I know it's going to, it's going to inspire him to work. And that determination. See, when you lose against a Carlos or a Sinner, it's like, oh, kind of, you're supposed to lose to those guys. He's not supposed to lose to this Finnish kid. And the kid is a star, blonde. I mean, he has the look, sunshine. I mean, if I'm in a marketing department, I'm calling this kid tomorrow and I'm signing him up. Big ups to the kid. Starts with a V. I don't know the kid's name, but I will. Big time game. Fritz did his thing. That's why I got winning. He didn't disappoint. Draper withdrawing hurt. I really want to see that Draper versus Fritz match, but I did not want to see it, because picking Fritz when he has Draper the first round, come on. You want to stay up now? Picking Fritz when he has Draper takes some cojones, all right? And I stuck with it. I like Fritz's game, man. I said last year Fritz is one of the top players on grass, and I'm, if Carlos and Sinner may have some health issues, hey, here we are. Sinner. Let's talk about it, right? Can Sinner stay healthy? And it's not just about everybody, the cramps or the heat. He has a foot injury. And I don't know if you guys realize the difference between that grass and everywhere else. See, you got to chop your feet a little bit more on this grass than you do hard court, as well as on clay. So a lot of these guys, you can slide a little bit more, but if there's a little moisture, anything, right, on that grass, you're gonna wipe out. And we've seen people did it already in regards to our girl, the young girl from Canada. She wiped out recently. Mboko, Victoria. So you gotta be very careful. And he was coming off of injury as well. I'm going back to Fritz. Fritz coming off an injury. He lost to Ben Shelton. It was a great match. Ben's not playing bad, man. He's not playing bad. So much good tennis over the last 2 days. But that's it. That's it for me, guys. I might go live right now. See what y'all want. Drop shots and birdies. Peace.